WM with Carl Chinn.
And coming up in this hour, Poetry du Jour. Poetry today, tribute, a book of wonderful poems, tribute to the late Beryl McMullen, and her grandson Robert will be telling us all about it. We're also going to be discussing the Birmingham St George's Day Association and the City Council's St George's events, and chatting with a very talented young lady.
On 95.6 FM, digital radio and online, BBC WM.
I want to go across the Atlantic and say a very big hello to Robert McMullen. Hello, Robert.
Hi, Carl. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you today?
I'm great, thanks.
Now, it's a bit earlier over there, isn't it, Robert?
Yeah, it's just past 7 a.m.
Oh, that's not too bad then, isn't it? I was hoping it was the East Coast.
Yeah, no, then I don't know if I would wake up that early.
Well, thank you for doing so today, Robert.
No, I'm very pleased to be here.
Robert, tell us a little bit about your grandma, who obviously you were very close with Beryl.
Yeah, I was living with her for the past few years, and she passed away suddenly. She really was a poet at heart.
Yeah.
She would spend hours every day working on her poetry and going through various poetry websites to share with others. She really had a true passion and a way with words that I'd never seen in a person before. All this I noticed, and I created a website for her to showcase all of her wonderful work, because I know she had so many poems and she really wanted to share them with others. That's what really came down to.
And since your grandma's died, you really wanted to bring them together in a book as a tribute to her, didn't you?
Yes, I really did. I put months and months of effort into it, and I really got the family together and got their opinions, and wanted everyone in the family to put a little piece into the book, and I really know I made them proud, and I wanted to share the book with the world, so I know these special words would mean a lot to them.
Now, tell us a little bit about your grandma, where she grew up and schooling, and a bit about her life before we get some of the poems.
Yeah, she grew up she was born in Birmingham, and sorry.
No, take your time. I understand, Robert. And she loved Birmingham, didn't she, Robert?
Yeah, she always talked about where she grew up and how she had to commit to long poetry in school, and how she loved reading, reciting, and writing it. She actually attended St. Mary's Catholic school in England.
Yeah.
She had a great imagination, a lot of emotions, and she really, even from a young age, she knew that this was something that really was from her heart.
The book is beautifully put together. I mean, the cover. Just describe the cover for people that can't see it, if you would, Robert.
Yeah, the cover is actually it's actually from her bathroom. Like, this was her favorite wallpaper. It was for something that she chose probably 30 or 40 years ago to decorate her house with. And I took a photograph of it, and as soon as I showed it to the family, they said that represents Beryl McMullen. I could almost see as her being one of those butterflies.
Yeah, it's a beautiful autumnal colour with butterflies on, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's really delicate, and it really shows how carefully crafted these poems were.
Robert, would you read us one of your grandma's poems?
Yes, I'd love to. One of them that I chose today it's called Soulmates. In this world upon which we alight, every soul seeks to its own right. To be that very seed of birth, to heal the heart, gives rise to earth. I think I feel your eyes on me, but I can't really fathom what you see. No storms still tremor in my heart. What I think of you can't be torn apart. Think that you are my soul's own cure. Think my heart has found its lure. Think I see with you a better self, healers and poets and all that stuff. I think about you when I sleep, think about you when I'm counting sheep. I think that we both are two souls unborn, we continually till, so the world will not mourn. Think about you when I dream of grace, hallowed with virtues in this hard a place. I think every passing the tell of your day, so my heart quivers, arrows fires away. You are a star who knows my true name, a partner in friendship that teaches the game. Numbers know no poets, keep steady rhyme, numbers of words still come forth in time.
She really, it is about the soul with your grandma, wasn't it, her poetry?
Yeah, she really had, and she'd really have a background meaning in a lot of the poems. I think this one was referred to her husband, Stuart, who I know he was her soulmate, and
Yeah.
as I read this, I think about both of them together.
How did you decide to structure the book? Is it in certain poems go together, do they?
Yeah, it's been subsectioned into various sections like nature, passion, war, and the various topics that she's had a lot of. She's really into the nature, the friendship, and fantasies, and there's certain, and even sorrow, pain, and loss. There's certain things that you can tell are meant for certain areas, and she helped me actually split that up before. So this was something we've done. It's almost like while I was living with her, we were putting together a book, but we didn't know we were doing it.
And with the book now, I mean, your grandma's with you all the time, of course, in your mind and in your soul. But to have something tangible like this, it's extra special, isn't it, Robert?
Yeah, it really is extra special. It means a lot to me, and I know it sits next to my grandfather's bedside. It's sitting in my room, so everybody in the family has a copy. It's a momentum that we'll never forget, and we'll always be able to turn a page to.
Now, if people are listening and are interested in getting hold of a copy of the book, is it available?
Yes, it is available in all stores in the UK, in hardcover, softcover, digital ebook. Stores like Waterstones, W.H. Smith, Foyles, Amazon.co.uk. Pretty well any bookstore or any online retailer. You can also even look at her website. It's poetrydejour.com. That's poetrydejour.com.
And the poems are there as well?
Yeah, you can read the poems there without even having to buy the book.
Robert,
so if you want to just take a quick glance.
Before I let you go, could you read one more of your grandma's poems for us?
Yes, I'd love to. This one's called My Secret Garden. I went to my secret garden, strayed along the sheltered stream. From out of the shade stood a man, the one who I'd only seen in my dreams. My love had the keys to my heart, and I knew his form and face. Whether he knew me, I can't recall. How did he find this meeting place? In the moonlight our shadows grow, as we move our shadows follow, spreading darkly as they go, like wings of a flying swallow. With our arms around each other, our two shadows we can't evade. Lost in love we come together, the union of two souls was made. Night now followed in its wings at rest, and it's time for us to part. Passion embers burning still in the secret garden of my heart.
Robert, can I thank you for joining us today, and what a beautiful tribute this book is to your grandma.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
God bless, Robert.
All right, bye now.
Bye.